Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad, and in this video you can listen to the forecast of your star sign for the week 8th to 14th of September 2025. It's Virgo turn, and let me give a nice shuffle here to the cards, and then we're gonna have a look what week is ahead of you, my friends. Hopefully a nice one, though, since we are at the start of the working season. People are back from holidays and whatnot, so it's a busy times ahead. Right, so here is the draw now. The first one for you, Virgo, that is going to be Page of Pentacles, followed by the second card of the Strength. Moving on next, that will be the Queen of Swords, and the final one that we have, it is 10 of Cups. So it's a week where you will have to manage rather a big issue and big problem, not necessarily with yourself. Okay, that may be a problem of the business that you're working on or working in, I'm sorry, but nonetheless you're going to be involved, and your involvement is going to be to a big extension. The additional card to the Queen of Swords is going to be Justice here, so most likely your boss is going to be involved as well into the matter, and you're going to have a full support from them. But I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. So the week itself is marked by the Page of Pentacles, which is the position of the spread, saying the topic and the environment. And the topic is a very, or rather like a subject of a immense worth. Subject that is going to cost a lot of money or a lot of stability to the enterprise or to the endeavor here. And you're going to be in the midst of that subject. I don't know if we're talking about scrambling here, but definitely a mighty effort and toils to sustain the subject itself. That may be a client, a project, or it may be a person that you are in love with, that you consider worth your while, that it has an immense worth for you, and toiling so that person can see it as well, or to just make their life better. Nonetheless, this is a week where you are going to put all of your devotion into one particular thing, because at that stage of your life, that is the only thing that is going to matter. In this week, that is the only thing that is going to matter. And just to give you an example, which is a very prone for the Page of Pentacles, you have a friend, say you have a friend that you are really into, okay, you're really into, and that is one of your wishes, to end up in a relationship with that friend, and Page of Pentacles makes that thing happening. Page of Pentacles is one of the cards, one of the strongest cards, or if not the strongest one, that transforms friendship into intimate relationships. And out of nowhere, you may have lost hope that that will ever gonna take place, but this is the week where it does. And suddenly that is the most important thing for you right now, to develop this relationship, to develop this intimacy to a point where now it's stable and you can rely and count on it, right? I hope that this general reading is of your liking. But if you do want to have a personalized reading with me, you can purchase one from my website, which link you can find in the description down below. And there at the very front page, you can see a full list of my services as well, their pricing, and based on your budget and also your needs, you can go for whichever one suits you best. Now let's get back to your video. And it is the thing that works the most of you, but there are of course certain issues that needs to be undertaken here and there. Some foresight that it is required, because everything is going to happen rather very, very quickly. And the reason why you need to attend to these issues is the Strength card into the second position. That is the position of what is going to work against you. And I'm sorry of saying it, I don't want to sugarcoat stuff around. The strength card here shows that you are going to be in disadvantageous position. What I mean is that your attitude and behavior is not going to be appropriate to the situation, at least at first, meaning the situation is going to require one composure, you're going to have another. And this isn't because kind of like you can't read the room or anything like that. It is because the phase is going to shift very quickly, almost suddenly. And at first, you wouldn't know how to take on the matter. And that will create certain issues which you will need to scramble to resolve. And the key here is not to lose your cool. You are going to be with that strength card into the second position, very prone to get into panic and basically adopt the wrong behavior, like lashing out when you don't have to and when you should not, or stay silent when you have to speak up. But there is going to be a compass for you throughout the weekend, is into the face of that person, which is Queen of Swords, with the judgment, with the Justice card being a catalyst to it. These two. So what that person is going to do for you, these are people who do have a very big experience or very large amounts of experience in that particular field, which you're going to put your devotion into. And they're going to have a lot of foresight. What is going to happen if you do one thing, or what is going to happen if you do another thing. They are going to be pretty much in tune. I don't know how to put it into words here. They're going to be pretty much in tuned to what is the wrong and the right choice in any given situation that you can end up with, going forward with that particular devotion of immense worth of yours. And also they are going to urge you to take accountability for anything that you are about to do. And that way, when you listen to the advice of this individual and when you follow their lead, I'm not talking about steps because they cannot walk your path, but they're at least going to point you into direction. And if you do follow their lead, you will be able to push your things through in that particular case, to push that devotion through and get to the point where you are going to be pretty satisfied and certain, feel secure pretty much about it, and ultimately get what you deserve for the efforts and for the toils that you're going to put into this endeavor. Make no mistake, you're going to end up being very, very busy that week, right? I mean, looking at the cards, most likely you ain't going to have any time for anything else, and any time even for yourself going into the week and pushing through the week in its activities. Because every single activity, it will be presented as a responsibility that you need to undertake if you do wish to secure that endeavor of immense wealth for you. But again, luckily you're gonna have a guide, and you should listen to this person, that it is a person of a big experience. And ultimately, by the end of the week here with the 10 of Cups, you are gonna end up being a very, very satisfied and fulfilled. I don't want to say a big word, but most likely you are now gonna have that relationship or a project client, whatever is of immense worth, pretty much secured, because with the 10 of Cups, you're gonna have that thing that makes your life either all of a suddenly or slowly, progressively worth living again. And the problems are now cleared out, because with the 10 of Cups, there are no problems. Even if there are some that can appear, they're just not gonna affect you pretty much in any way. And although, you know, you're going to recognize at that point that the situation could be better, you're gonna end up being pretty happy, even with the state that you're finding yourself into in this particular week. And at least at that stage in your life, you wouldn't wish for anything else. This was your tarot reading. I really hope you enjoyed it and you liked it, and if you did, you can subscribe for the channel if you haven't already. Leave a like, comment on the video as well if you feel the need to do so, and if you think that this video can help someone you know, you can share it with them as well. Other than that, hopefully we're going to see each other next time, and until then, bye.